tried 3 of the most decadent hot chocolates in New York City
to find which is best in town. Our first stop is Squish Marshmallow.
This place specializes in homemade marshmallow, but their hot chocolate is supposed to be equally as delicious.
I think that definitely having specialty marshmallows in the hot chocolate is certainly an added bonus. Our base is the same for all flavors. It starts with sugar, water, honey, gelatin, and then from there, each flavor is uniquely flavored. The most popular is probably the birthday party. I think people really love that vanilla flavor and the little rainbow sprinkles. I think it's important to recognize the integrity of hot chocolate, which is using actual chocolate. Just pure ingredients. We have milk, cream, salt, vanilla, Dutch cocoa, and semi-sweet chocolate chunks that we use. We use a semi-sweet chocolate here for our hot chocolate. I think that it's not too sweet and it has still that slight bitterness to it, but it's still rich. It's finding that perfect balance between the two so that you don't have something that's too thick like a sipping chocolate, but we also want it richer so that it's not super watery or like a hot cocoa.
At each place, we will be looking at 3 qualities:
richness,
sweetness,
and marshmallow topping.
All right, wanna?
Yeah, I do wanna.
Okay, I hope it's not too hot. Do I have anything on my face?
A little bit of lip. There you go. It's all about that marshmallow. Absolutely.
Oh, it's very silky and sweet. I think the marshmallow has like that extra vanilla. How do you feel about the sweetness?
I can tell this is more of a semi-sweet than a really sweet, and I like that about it.
And the quality of chocolate here, I don't get that like weird like chalky feeling, you know?
And that's because there's real chocolate in there, so it's smoothing it all out.
When we're talking about texture, I think it's really key that they are using whole milk and heavy cream to get that silkiness. I felt like of the 3 places, this would be like the most simple in terms of like decoration and the flavor, but it's so well balanced, and even just like the sprinkled marshmallow I think is so pretty. Do you think without the marshmallow though, the hot chocolate could stand on its own?
I do. However, I think what sets this apart from any other hot chocolate I've had is for sure the marshmallow.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like the marshmallow here is so good.
Yes.
It can't compare with the other 2.
I completely agree with you. It's all about the, I could probably call it a smello.
A smello.
It's all about that smello.
Okay, so it looks like it's about to rain. So
No, it is raining.
See you in a bit.
Later.
We are back at Dominican Cell today to try their blossoming hot chocolate.
Everything here is always so fancy and delicious, and I'm looking forward to this being just like that.
It looks very simple, it's actually quite complex, but that's the beauty of it, I guess. I think our hot chocolate is good because we use the best chocolate. We put some whole milk, some very good chocolate, some banana chocolate, 66%. So very nice deep flavor of chocolate, and we also add a little of cocoa paste. It's pure cocoa without added sugar, so you have the flavor of the chocolate without adding the sweetness. We first start with the chocolate cup. Yeah, it's a honey marshmallow.
The best part about hot chocolate is this moment where you get to put your hands over it.
For me, it's the feeling when it's in your mouth and you
No, I just like to hold it.
in your mouth.
No, in my hands. This is the place where you come in the city for the best pastry and the most elegant desserts.
Yeah.
And so far, just the way that this looks, again, it's elegant, it looks classy, it's subtle but beautiful.
And there is an element of like theatrics with a lot of Dominican Cell's creation.
Yes.
I want to bring movements to food.
No. No, because it burnt me. Oh, it burnt me.
Oh, I have a mouth of steel. Nothing can faze me. But it hurts going down. It hurts going down.
Okay, that was doable for me. It's very chocolatey.
It is, and this is my ideal level of sweetness. This right here is a dark chocolate. It is, I think he says it's 60%.
66%?
66%.
66%.
Compared to Squish, this is even less sweet.
Yes.
But the chocolate here is like so much more pronounced.
Yes, it's much more chocolatey. To me, this is like a dark chocolate truffle almost. It has that same flavor of like biting into
The intensity.
Intense,
but not
yeah.
not the richness. I know Squish was kind of like in between a hot cocoa and a sipping chocolate. This more gears towards sipping chocolate, but not entirely there.
And not in the texture, but in the flavor, I think. Because the texture still is very drinkable, very smooth, very light.
I wouldn't know. Hold on. What do you think about the marshmallow?
The marshmallow is fantastic. I mean, this is a honey marshmallow, right? So it has that like light sweetness to it where the hot chocolate doesn't. So it kind of brings in those extra sweet notes on top of the chocolate flavor. And wow, that's something special.
Obviously, I get less of the marshmallow here, right? Because it was a huge actual block at Squish.
It's not like, it's just a different experience.
But I like how, because it blooms, you get like this layer of marshmallow in every sip. The marshmallow, because it's so evenly distributed, there's bonus points for me. We just have the same palate.
We have the same palate here. This is why when we eat together, it's such a glorious experience because we're experiencing the same things. We agree on everything we eat here and we have the same mouth.
It's just different
The same
sizes.
mouth.
I disagree.
Oh, you disagree?
Let us test this whole we have the same palate at our next stop.
I agree.
Our third and final stop is Brooklyn Farmacy and Soda Fountain, and we are trying their hot chocolate with toasted fluff.
This place to me looks the most visually stunning, so I can't wait to see if it looks like that in real life.
I'm with you there, let's go.
Our hot chocolate is made with a combination of 2 different kinds of cocoa, sugar, vanilla powder, and a nice kosher salt. The purpose of using 2 different kinds of cocoa is it balances the flavor. It gives you kind of 2 different ends of the spectrum of the cacao taste. So one of the things that we use is a vanilla powder, and the reason that we do that is because the powder incorporates much more consistently. We use whole fat, whole milk all the time. One of the more popular hot chocolates is hot chocolate with toasted fluff. Our homemade fluff tastes a little bit different from like your run-of-the-mill fluff or marshmallows because there's no preservatives in it. We make it fresh pretty much every day. If you really want to go above and beyond with your hot chocolate, you could get one with toasted fluff, whipped cream, and chocolate shavings.
We're gonna sip first. All right, okay. Okay, hold on.
Oh, that toasted marshmallow is so good.
Hold on.
Or the toasted fluff. Yeah. What's really great is that combination of the hot and the cold. So you've got that cold, silky fluff texture, and then you've got that warm hot chocolate underneath.
The marshmallow here is significantly thicker than the other 2 places.
What I like best about this fluff is the texture. It's not like chewy marshmallow texture. It's creamy, silky, egg white texture. As far as the hot chocolate itself goes, how would you describe like the texture of that? Because it's different than the other 2 places to me.
I almost didn't get any of the hot chocolate the first few sips because the proportion of marshmallow and whipped cream is so much more.
Yeah. I think the sweetness level is perfect on this. I wouldn't want it any less or any more sweet.
It's interesting that you say that because I feel like I've just kind of like thought back on all the other 3. This has to be the least sweet out of all 3.
I really thought that I preferred like that really thick sipping chocolate where it's like really densely chocolatey and just almost like eating a candy bar. And then I drink this, which is much more of a hot cocoa. and I like it better.
I disagree.
Oh, you disagree?
I think I had the exact opposite reaction where I thought I liked something like this more than a sipping chocolate or like a thicker chocolatier hot chocolate. But now that I've had the other two, this is a little too light for me.
I like the lightness.
The other two places don't really emphasize the cocoa powder as much.
Sure.
Like it was just like an added ingredient. This is like solely the cocoa powder.
Right.
There wasn't like a rich, thick component that was added into the mix. My whole mentality is like, if I'm gonna have a hot chocolate, I'm gonna go hard.
I thought I was with you, but I'm not so sure anymore. Wow, we actually sort of disagree on something.
I know, we were doing so well. We've gathered our thoughts, and I think it's time.
It is time. Herrine, which was your personal favorite?
I have to say it was Dominique Ansel's Blossoming Hot Chocolate because it was so decadent, so rich. It was just a very well balanced hot chocolate.
Absolutely.
What about you?
My personal favorite was Brooklyn Farmacy just because it was the least sweet of the three and I really liked that. And also that toasted marshmallow fluff was to die for. However, I will say, after much deliberation, we decided that the best hot chocolate in New York City is the Dominique Ansel Blossoming Hot Chocolate. It really, when it comes down to the technicality of it, if you're searching for the best hot chocolate, that was the one.
It was thick, it was silky, it was the most concentrated in chocolate flavor, and that honey marshmallow was like so subtle but like so good. So what do you guys think? Do you agree that the Blossoming Hot Chocolate at Dominique Ansel is the best in town?
Or do you think it was a different one? Do you think we missed a spot?
Let us know in the comment section below.
Bye!
Bye!
Ooh, bye!
Bye!
Okay.
I think it's not flattering.
Oh, that was some crazy looking.